Good evening, everyone. For the folks that are joining us virtually, can you guys give us a thumbs up and let me know you can hear us?
Yes, I can. Thank you.
Okay. That's a lot of thumbs. Thank you. Okay, welcome everybody to the June Park Heights Renaissance Community Meeting. Thank you all for coming out. Just want to acknowledge that June is a month of many things. We have Gun Violence Prevention Month. We have National PTSD Awareness Month. This is also Men's Mental Health Month. Part of our meeting, we're going to talk about many of the service providers that assist in our community in all of those areas. So just want to kind of frame part of the context of, what our meeting is going to focus on this month. Before we get into this very full agenda, because we know that our police partners may have to go at any moment to deal with an actual emergency, I want to have Major Saunders to come up. Major Saunders is the major of the Northern District. And along with Major Saunders, we have Sergeant Olivio, who is our community liaison from the Baltimore Police Department in the Northern District as well. So come on up, because you're in this ring.
No one wants to sit in the front.
They need to see you. Say hi.
I move around. My ADHD doesn't let me stand still, so I'm going to apologize.
Just kind of stay in this.
And y'all miss good food, so I'm sorry you stayed home. But I'm the major of the Northern, as she said. We share you with the Northwest District, so we're actually in the Northwest right now. But just down the road a hair is the Northern, and we pick up at Litchfield behind us. So the border's a little bit skewed kind of in this area, but we have both areas. First, I want to thank you guys for having another successful event on Park Heights, because I had fun. I know there's videos of me dancing. I'm sure they went viral because I was super cute. Just gonna say I was super cute, and I got some okay PG County moves. Not Baltimore moves, but I can't do the two-step yet, but I got my PG County moves. But just to kind of summarize, he has numbers for every neighborhood in Park Heights Renaissance, but to kind of summarize what's happening in the Northern, and I'll touch on the shootings we had last week, but really our biggest problem right now is property crime. Larcenies. Now they're going to make me use the microphone. Like I'm not loud enough. Larceny, shopliftings, larceny from autos, and larceny of auto parts. And some of those biggest problems is people not securing their own belongings. So I'll give you an example. In the Northern District, in the last 4 weeks, we had 28 larceny from autos. Somebody take a guess for me. How many of those cars were left unlocked? Out of 28 larceny from autos, how many were left unlocked? 21. 21 of 28 cars were left unlocked. And items stolen were things like MacBooks, laptops, iPads, Louis Vuittons, Mona Lisas, handguns out of unlocked cars. Help us help you. So you're going to see me walking foot in the Northern anyway, where we have a little thing that says your car has been targeted. And it looks like a parking ticket that I'm going to start smashing on people's windshields when I see their doors unlocked, their windows open. The other thing is, like, we had an individual that was riding their bicycle, had a handgun, legally had a handgun in a bag on their bicycle, left their bicycle leaning against the restroom wall, went in to use the restroom, came back and couldn't understand why their gun was stolen. So those are the kind of things that are kind of plaguing me, and I really need community assistance on that. That's stuff that I can prevent to a degree, but if folks are leaving kind of the keys to the kingdom and leaving their Louis Vuittons and Mona Lisas and their MacBooks on front seats of cars and then leaving their door unlocked, you're kind of saying, come take me. And it's really hard for me to combat those situations. And these are owners admittedly leaving their cars unlocked. So it's not just us making up those numbers. And a lot of things with like other larcenies are broken down into larcenies, shopliftings, larceny from autos. Over 50% of my regular larcenies, I'll call them, and it's not even Christmas time, so I'm going to give you a big Jeopardy hint. What do you think one of the biggest things that I had taken was? Remember I said it's not even Christmas time. Don't all jump at once.
Christmas tree.
Packages on your front porch. Use an Amazon locker, have them sent to another location, or has anyone in here ever been to my commander's meeting? What do I tell you your best defense is? No, what's your best defense against like a package theft, for instance? What do I always tell my communities to do? Get a nosy neighbor. That is best defense for crime at your house. Get a nosy neighbor. I have like 5 of them, and they don't target my house. All their stuff gets stolen. They don't come to my house because I got nosy neighbors, which is fantastic. So, like, let someone know if you're expecting a package. Hey, Bobby, I'm expecting a package tomorrow. Hey, I saw it came. Can you run over and grab it for me? Like, try to know who at least your neighbors are, immediate left, right, maybe across the street. I'm not saying you got to go to each other's cookouts and be friends, but look out for one another, because when you're not home, like, I rely on my neighbors. I haven't had a day off literally in 3 weeks. And all my days, the shortest day I've had has been 12 hours. So I'm gone when it's dark, and I come home when it's dark. So my neighbors watch everything. They call me all the time. Hey, you got packages? I'm like, yeah, I'm not coming over like 10 o'clock. Can you just grab those or hide them in my porch or put something over them? Those things really help. Put your porch lights on. Just basic stuff that will help us out a ton. You know, to see something, say something too. Like, look out for each other. You're sometimes your best defense. You may not like your neighbor, and you don't have to like your neighbor. It's nice if you do, but you don't have to like them. But you'd want them looking out for your stuff just as much as they want you looking out for theirs. So nosy neighbor's a big one. Send your stuff somewhere else. Lock up bicycles. Don't leave a bicycle in your front yard. Unlock. Guess what? It's probably going to get stolen. Don't push your shopping cart around the store, ladies, and put your purse in the cart and walk away. I had at least 6 of those past month. Couldn't understand why someone snatched their purse out of the shopping cart that they walked 4 hours away from. Help me help you. Now, as far as the violence we had one really bad day here in Park Heights Renaissance area on Cold Spring and I know, I'm sorry. I move a lot. You got to come to the meeting to see me. I'm beautiful. I promise. You're missing it. So you need to, like, we know that this area historically has had some problems. That Cold Spring Lane, we did have a triple shooting with 1 murder there. And then about 4 hours later, we had another single incident on Park Heights. There was an arrest made probably about within an hour of that one at the Sunoco. So we did apprehend that person. They have been charged. The other investigation I can't really speak too much on. It is an open homicide investigation. Even though there were 2 non-fatal shooting victims, homicide takes the whole case because there was 1 party that was deceased in the incident. So I can't really give much on that. I will try to answer any questions you may have on those 2 incidents, but I can't put out open information on an open investigation to compromise the case because we do want to actually catch the folks that did it. So aside from that, I will take any questions from you all. I know this is not a shy group.
Major, can you give them their boundary for the Northern District?
Boundaries for the Northern District. We are quite large. So if you've been to my meetings, you'll know that we have about 54 neighborhoods. We span a little over 14 miles. I go all the way on my eastern boundary-ish, Midwood Avenue, just before the Alameda. All the way over basically to the tracks at Wabash. I swing around. I go down Druid Hill Park, all along 25th Street, over just before Loch Raven, and out to the county. On the Park Heights side, I have Park Heights Avenue from Belvedere south. I have Reisterstown Road from like Ridgewood south. And then I have everything in between. It's a pretty big area. If you're familiar with those areas and just kind of in your imagine taking a ride from Wabash, say to the Alameda for the bigger boundary, you realize how far that is. And then everything I have in between, and then what I have north and south. It's a pretty gigantic area. And on a day shift, I have 13 cops working. On an evening shift of 3 to 11, I have 15 cops working, and on midnight, I'm lucky if I have 11. I'm supposed to. Some nights I have 6. So it's quite a challenge. I'm sorry, I can't.
No, you
I'm doing my best in the
No,
video thing.
did fantastic.
You already threw me with this. Oh, this is one of my newest officers, Officer Bonilla. He has 2 other counterparts. He's actually been staying with us doing, has anyone heard of the Community Action Lab? So he's part of the Community Action Lab, him and Officer McCrae and Officer Tobry, who decided to stay with us for that. And then Sergeant Olivo, the good looking fellow with his back turned to you. He is my NCO sergeant. And then his squad is made up of Officer Dandy and Officer McBride. I'm sure anyone who's been in the Northern long enough, you know Officer McBride because she's everywhere.
You want to go ahead and get your permission? Or you start, you.
No, he could give, he's gonna.
So I kind of gave you the breakdown, but I'm getting him used to talking to folks.
Thank you, Major.
Yes.
All right, so for the Park Circle neighborhood, from May 16th to June 16th, in 2026, there were 0 homicides compared to 0 in 2025. 0 shootings in 2026, 0 in 2025. 0 rapes in 2026 and 0 in 2025. 0 robberies in 2026, 0 in 2025. For robberies, we had 0 in 2026 and 0 in 2025. For aggravated assaults, we're up by 1. We had 5 in 2026 compared to 4 in 2025. Burglaries, we had 1 in 2026 and 1 in 2025. For larcenies, we're down by 1, 2 in 2026 and 3 in 2025. For auto thefts, we're down by 2, 0 in 2026 compared to 2 in 2025. And for arsons, we had 0 in 2026 and 0 in 2025. So for our total Part 1 crime in 2026, we had 8 compared to 10 in 2025, so we're down by 20%. For violent crime, we had 5 in 2026 compared to 4 in 2025, so we're up by 1. And for property crime, for 2026, we had 3 compared to 6 in 2025, so we're down by 50%.
That's just the one community.
That's just for Park Circle. That's Park Circle.
We have plenty more to go.
All
All right.
That's why some.
For Green Spring, over the same period, we had 0 homicides in 2026 and 2025, 0 shootings in 2026 and 2025, 0 rapes in 2026 and 2025. We had 1 robbery in 2026 compared to 0 in 2025. We had 1 aggravated assault in 2026 and 1 in 2025. For burglaries, we had 1 in 2026 compared to 4 in 2025. For larcenies, we had 2 in 2026 compared to 1 in 2025. For auto thefts, we had 2 in 2026 compared to 0 in 2025. And for arsons, we had 0 in both 2026 and 2025. So for our total Part 1 crime, we had 7 in 2026 compared to 6 in 2025, so we're up by 1. For violent crime, we had 2 in 2026 compared to 1 in 2025, so we're up by 1 again. And for property crime, we had 5 in 2026 and 5 in 2025, so we stayed about the same.
And that was Green Spring, folks. Again, that was Green Spring community.
All right.
Understanding that Park Heights takes so the landscape is just so large, so he's just giving you information for all the different pockets, as I know we have people here from many of those different communities.
All right, for the next one, Tawanda Grantling. In 2026, we had 1 homicide compared to 0 in 2025. We had 2 shootings in 2026 compared to 0 in 2025. 0 rapes in both 2026 and 2025. We had 1 robbery in 2026 and 1 in 2025. We had 4 aggravated assaults in 2026 compared to 1 in 2025. We had 0 burglaries in 2026 compared to 2 in 2025. We had 6 larcenies in 2026 compared to 3 in 2025. We had 0 auto thefts in 2026 compared to 1 in 2025. And we had 0 arsons in both 2026 and 2025. So for our part 1 crime for Tawana Grantley, we had 14 in 2026 compared to 8 in 2025. So we're up by 6. For violent crime, we had 8 in 2026 compared to 2 in 2025. So we're up by 6. And for property crime, we had 6 in 2026 and 6 in 2025. So we stayed the same. For Park Lane, in 2026 and 2025, we had 0 homicides, 0 shootings, and 0 rapes. For 2026, we had 0 robberies compared to 1 in 2025. For aggravated assaults, we had 1 in 2026 compared to 2 in 2025. For burglaries, we had 0 in 2026 compared to 2 in 2025. For larcenies, we had 2 in 2026 compared to 3 in 2025. For auto thefts, we had 1 in both 2026 and 2025. And for arsons, we had 0 in both 2026 and 2025. So for total part 1 crime, we had 4 in 2026 compared to 9 in 2025. So we're down by 55%. For violent crime, we had 1 in 2026 compared to 2025, where we had 3. So we're down by 66%. And for property crime, we had 3 in 2026 compared to 6 in 2025. So we're down there by 50%.
That big, more.
Mm-hmm.
For many more.
Central Park Heights. That's it, Central Park Heights.
Okay, do it.
One more.
All right.
Thank you.
Last one, Central Park Heights. We had 0 homicides in 2026 compared to 1 in 2025. We had 1 shooting in 2026 compared to 3 in 2025. We had 0 rapes in 2026 compared to 1 in 2025. We had 3 robberies in 2026 compared to 4 in 2025. We had 6 aggravated assaults in 2026 compared to 4 in 2025. We had 3 burglaries in 2026 compared to 4 in 2025. We had 13 larcenies in 2026 and 11 compared to 11 in 2025. We had 1 auto theft in 2026 compared to 2 in 2025. And we had 0 arsons in both 2026 and 2025. So our total part 1 crime for 2026 was 27 compared to 30 in 2025. So we're down by 10%. For violent crime, we had 10 in 2026 compared to 13 in 2025. So we're down by 23%. And for property crime, we had 17 in both 2026 and 2025. So we stayed the same.
Come on, give my young buck a round of applause to it. He's new, so I want him to start to get to know folks. There was a question in the chat about our staffing numbers. So staffing in police departments around the country has been problematic. It is not unique to Baltimore by any stretch. It's not an easy job. So it's not a job that everyone's, beating down the doors to take. It's a great profession. It's an honorable profession, but you miss things like family events, birthdays, you work strange hours. It's hard on your body. It's hard on your psyche. It's a lot to be a cop. It's not for everybody. I've been in it 25 years. I'm not going anywhere. They got me for at least probably 3 to 5 more. And then I'm just going to get old and I'm going to go fulfill my dream at working at Walmart, but they're kind of phasing that out. So it might have to come to go. I don't know. But yeah, like to answer the question, why is staffing hard? You have folks like me that refuse to leave, and you have folks that hit their time and leave, and then it's hard to kind of balance out getting new in to match what's leaving. And again, it's a tough job. It's not an easy job to enter into. You give up a lot. You give up. I mean, like I said, I haven't had a day off in 3 weeks, and my shortest day has been 12 hours. So it's not just let me just go sign up. You have to kind of have a mindset. You go through an extensive training. You don't just walk in the door and get a job. You got to go through a severe background. You go through a 6-month academy. Then you go through 10 weeks of field training, riding with another officer, which he just finished. And now he's like fully vested on his own. Good news is tomorrow at graduation, I will be getting 7 brand new trainees in the Northern District. So I'm super excited about that. So we have done The department has done a great job with recruiting. We are getting more applicants. We were having classes of 12 and 13. Now we're getting a steady class of 50. So it's a big difference lately. So I'm super excited to see the change. It's a profession I love. It's a profession that's in my family. I wouldn't still be here 25 years if I didn't love what I did. But I do it partially because I love the communities I serve. I live in Baltimore. I'm very vested in this city. I'm very vested in my communities. I live on the east side, sorry, but my heart's really in the west side. I've spent most of my career in the west side, and I love the west side. I just live there because it's closer to get on 95 to go see my folks, honestly. It's why I went to the west side or east side for no other reason than that convenience. I do have a question. You have any more questions in the chat? They want to know why I'm so good looking, don't they?
No, they want to know, are you gonna show them their dance moves?
You gotta put the right music on for me. And maybe.
A question for clarification. What is the difference between a robbery and a burglary?
So a burglary is when they actually break the threshold of a house, go in. A robbery is generally street robbery or commercial. But like a home invasion could be a burglary with a robbery. Generally, it's you're taking the items with force. Usually the burglary is just that. They're entering the threshold, taking the items most of the time when somebody's not home. Robberies are actually using force. Like we even have shopliftings that very easily go from me stealing a Snickers bar to becoming an armed robbery because I go to walk out, like I go to pick his phone up and walk away, right? And he's the store clerk and he pulls my arm and stops me and I pull away. That now becomes a robbery. Because now force has been used to take the item rather than me just taking my Snickers bar and running out the door. I've now pushed him out of the way to take the same candy bar. So it's literally that much of a difference that can change a crime to a violent crime from a non-violent crime.
Thank you.
Does anyone in here own a Hyundai or a Kia? Because I want to get you first. Don't be embarrassed. I got a gift for you, so I'm giving away free stuff if you got a Hyundai.
Major.
Well, they can't get the free stuff, so I'm hitting.
Well, they'll know what they need to do if they want
Okay.
one.
Do you have a wheel lock? No. Get this lady a wheel lock. What about you? Because you were kind of like half saying I got a Hyundai or a Kia. You got it last time, okay? Does anybody else not have a wheel lock for their vehicle? I want to get my Hyundais and Kias out of the way because they're my most targeted cars, and that's what they originally were only getting. Anyone else need a wheel lock? Get this nice lady one. And the two nice ladies in the back. Now do me a favor. Use them.
Yeah.
Don't be the person that said, I have a steering wheel lock. Your car gets stolen. I say, well, where's your steering wheel lock? It was under the front seat. It doesn't do you any good if it's not actually on your steering wheel. Folks in the cheap seats at home, you can stop by the Northern District, email Sergeant Olivo. We will get you a steering wheel lock. It is while supplies last. I think we are one of the few districts that still have any left because I went down and hoarded a bunch of them for y'all.
I have a question.
Also a good impact tool of your car, just saying. Not that I'm promoting violence, but what's your question, ma'am? Someone at home had a question.
Yes, it's me. Hi, it's Tabitha Chambers from Pimlico Good Neighbors Association. Hello, Major. Hello, everyone. My seat is not cheap, but I am at home. Major, I want to ask how do you address random cars being dropped off by tow trucks in neighborhoods such as mine? I'm in Northwest Baltimore, right by Pimlico, right next to Pimlico Race Course, and we have a situation where a tow truck dropped off a car, left it partially on a curb and partially in the street. And we've been calling 311, and it's been over a month now, and the car is still there. You can tell the car is old, dingy, dirty, dusty. They done slapped the sticker up on it, but it's still there. How do we handle that?
Do you have a relationship with your NCOs in the Northwest?
That would be Sergeant Rashad Hammond.
Yes, ma'am, but his squad as well. Email them about it. They should be able to come out there, take a look at the vehicle, tag it as abandoned. But do you have any information on the tow truck company that you can pass on to them? Because that's obviously a problem.
No, because when I saw it, I didn't realize I saw the tow truck in I was in the moment of moving out, taking my brother to his therapy appointment. I didn't know they was going to drop the car off there, and it was it randomly happened. The police have been here when I first called. They came and I saw them, and they did whatever they had to do, and they slapped the sticker up there, but it's still there, and it's been over a month now.
Can you shoot, yeah.
Okay.
Shoot them an email and get it to them.
So, Sergeant Hammond is out on leave right now, but in the chat, members of the team are going to put the information for the folks from the Northwest that are acting on his behalf while he's out. So you can follow up with them. Their email, names, and phone numbers will be placed in the chat.
Thank you.
Okay, Chambers? Yeah, no problem.
Oh, she said the location. Oh, it's on Avondale, and I'm
They're
sorry.
gonna put the chat so that you can reach out to the Northwest. We don't have a rep in the room right now from Northwest District. Thank you. I want to thank Major Saunders for being awesome. She really does have dance moves. It's a real thing. We won't speak to the quality of them, but we will
I
say
didn't
that
say they were good.
she's an amazing person who truly loves the community and is everywhere all the time.
I mean,
for
I
us.
did get to meet Big Daddy Kane too, which was pretty hot.
And I didn't. So, and last year she took
I
a
got a
picture with Dougie Fresh,
I got a picture.
and
of
I
Big Daddy
didn't.
Kane.
But you know,
Actually, I got a hug.
I think
I
it's
got a
because of
hug
the
from Big
uniform.
Daddy Kane.
Okay. She's such a show off.
I know.
Also want to thank Officer Vanilla because it's the individuals like this coming through the academy willing to sign up to take the job on to do the work. I know it was a lot of numbers for you guys, but you know, it's probably a big deal that he could come in here and say that. So as you see him in the community, please, you know, tell him you want him to stay safe, give him a smile, and cheer him on because we need officers to stay in the department and keep our community safe.
And let me just remind everyone, we don't have an age restriction,
Okay.
which means you can come sign up.
Okay. Yeah. And you
Just
just have to
saying.
you just have to pass the test, right?
Yeah. Not that hard. It's fun.
So with that, I want to take a moment because we're in this nice facility today. And this facility at one time was a school. It was a functioning school in this community that unfortunately had to close. And when it did, it sat vacant. That was until Mr. George Mitchell, who many of you in this room know or have heard of, went to Baltimore City and said, hey, I have an idea about what we could do with this building. Mr. Mitchell is no longer with us on earth, but he's still here. His picture's over there by the door, but he took this building on as it was falling apart with an idea and a lot of heart. And it has now become the hub of so many great organizations. Now running this building is Ms. Charmaine Davis. So Charmaine, if you can come up. Charmaine is the executive director of the Langston Hughes Community Business and Resource Center, which used to be the Langston Hughes Elementary School. And so she's going to tell you a little bit about what she does, what they do here, and the service providers that exist in this building.
All right. Thank you. Thank you all for joining us here at the Langston Hughes Community Business Resource Center. So before I go into Mr. Mitchell's legacy, I'd like to shout out some of our tenants and volunteers that are in the room. So I see We Are Us and Baltimore Brothers. So we got to clap it up for them. Mentoring our young men. I see Tranquil Essence that gives us peace and meditation. Clap it up. And I'm going to call out, I think we have Miss Gloria, Mr. Herb, Miss Neff, who greets everyone at the front desk. So this is a whole team effort. And as you said before with Mr. Mitchell, if you knew Mr. Mitchell, if he called you to action, you will show up. So I did not have a choice. I say this is God's work and Mr. Mitchell's work. And what we do is carry out his legacy. Actually, I'm wearing his slogan today is coincidental was no coincidences. It's our community, our responsibility. But Mr. Mitchell lived by that motto. He said, anything that our community needs, we should be able to serve. We should not have to go outside of the community. So what this hub shows is all the gifts and talent. We bring in so many different organizations. I'm not going to list them all, but you can go on our website at langstonhughescbrc.org. But I will say we're intergenerational, interfaith. So right now, as we are speaking, we have our family down the hall worshiping. And we have other groups that come in and worship. We have adult daycare. We have after school activities. We have our bi-weekly food pantry. So our next pantry is this Friday. And what I will say, I'm gonna give a shout out to Ms. Bell in the room, another one of our partners that feed our community. What's heartbreaking is, so we do have a pantry every other Friday, and we've been getting a surplus of food, and we've done pop-up pantries. But what's heartbreaking is our numbers have doubled, and that's not a flex. That means people are hungry, and they're coming for food. The flex is, and Mr. Mitchell said this, when no one is hungry, and we can redirect these resources somewhere else. So with that, we see it's a serious problem, and it's not about just feeding, but we have to, the government shouldn't be controlling who eats and who doesn't eat. So with that, we're also growing food. So we have the support of our brother, Farmer Chippy, and we're teaching others how to grow food here. So it's a much bigger calling than showing up. So we're eternally grateful for all of our partners. I'm eternally grateful for Mr. Mitchell for giving us this call and giving us this charge to show up. Thank y'all so much. Oh my goodness, my pantry, I'm sorry, my pantry they would get me. This Saturday, we are having a flea market here, so we're still looking for vendors. It is Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. I have flyers up the front, but also you can come and you may find some gems. So this Saturday, 10 to 2. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, give it up for Charmaine. A lot of love goes into this building. It really is a community hub, and I do believe Mr. Mitchell is very proud of the work that has continued in this location. As we talk about Mr. Mitchell, each year during the Black Eyed Susan part of the Preakness, there is an award given to a community organization that does all the things in the legacy of George Mitchell, and it's called the George Mitchell Fellowship Grant. I get that right? And this year's recipient, no shocker here, was Valerie Matthews of Catherine's Family and Youth Services. So they'll come up. And we just want to acknowledge Catherine's family. They answer the call for so many things across this community over and over again. You'll remember, you'll remember Valerie from a few months ago when she spoke at our monthly community meeting. We had no idea, seriously, not even me, that she would be the winner of the fellowship, but no surprise there. Val, you want to tell them what you do? Tell them about, for the folks who weren't there.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. My name is Valerie Matthews, and I'm the Executive Director and Co-Founder at Catherine's Family Youth Services. And my sister and I, we founded an organization in honor of our grandmother, Catherine Matthews, who was a huge advocate for homeless and battered women in Baltimore City. She worked with homeless women for over maybe about 28 years at the YWCA. And we grew up right on Cuthbert Avenue. So all I knew was her serving, folks coming in and out of our neighborhood that needed assistance, and she just helped everybody. And lo and behold, here I am, continuing the legacy that she left behind in our neighborhood. We started the organization back in 2015. We used to operate outside of Browns Memorial Baptist Church. Things kept going and going and going. We migrated over to Green Spring Overlook Apartments, and now we're over at Park Heights Academy, where we offer our free after-school programs, summer programs for young people ages 5 to 14. We also serve as a youth work site for young people ages 14 to 21. This year, we're not offering summer camp, but typically we would offer a free summer camp for young people and then our after-school program that last school year, we had about 74 kids enrolled in the program for free. And we also offer a free food pantry and diaper hub that distributes food every fourth Monday of the month. And with our gym award, we will be expanding our food pantry services. So this summer, we'll be having food giveaways every week instead of every month. And hopefully that we can continue that going through the rest of the year because there is such a great need for food access and baby essentials in our community. I think that's everything. And you can find us at Catherine's Family and Youth Services on Facebook. You can sign up to volunteer, donate, or any of those things. Thank you.
And what Val did not mention is those after-school kids at their end of year celebration at Park Heights Academy, which was awesome. If you missed it, you missed it. And so you don't know, but we had crabs.
We had crabs.
What after-school program ever have you seen have themed crabs and shrimp and corn? We had a great time on the parking lot of Park Heights Academy. I'm just happy I happened to be there that day.
Out of all the days.
Like, but nobody but Val would think of this. Even hand washing stations for after the crab. So I just want to uplift Val because I know how much of her heart goes into that work. And again, it's how we all build community, right? So thank you, Val, and congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Val wouldn't give me any of the money.
Thank you.
And it's okay. So next I want to have Robin to come up. Robin is our communications director at Park Heights Renaissance, for those of you who may not know her. And she's going to give you some information about the festival.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. I'm here to hype y'all up a little bit, loosen up. We're talking about the festival where we got to announce Valerie as the $50,000 GEM grant winner. So with that festival, we had over 20 entertainers, DJs, what are the people on the stilts? We had the headliners, K. Michelle and Big Daddy Kane. People were out with their records and all that sort of thing. We had a great time. Who all came? Raise your hand if you came to the festival. That should be everybody. Y'all ain't raise your hand. Y'all ain't raise your hand. Dr. Butler, come. Oh, but we had an awesome time. It was the 5th annual. A lot of festivals don't make it to 5 years. So the fact that we have been able to grow from 200, 300 to 25,000 to 35,000 attendees this year is a great accomplishment. Yes, clap it up, clap it up. So thank y'all for coming. It was a great activation. And the reason for that festival is with Preakness coming into town for 100 plus years, we often lost money in the community. People would come into Preakness, people that did not look like us, and they wouldn't patronize the businesses. So our great CEO, Yolanda Jiggins, came up with the idea to make this an economic development strategy and invite Park Heights businesses and external businesses to come to this festival, set up their vendors, and continue to circulate that dollar within our community. So we had over 80 vendors this year, and 18 of those were Park Heights vendors. Yes, applaud. So thank you all again for showing up. Am I missing anything else? I want to show a video and we have some other people talk about the festival. Anything else? Good. Okay. That's all the time I have. Thank you.
Put together by the amazing Yolanda Jiggins and Park Heights Renaissance. Are you happy to tell them you all clap your hands right now?
The festival was helping me connect with different people because a lot of people are coming out. Different people are coming out from different neighborhoods and different communities, not just the Park Heights community. We get to know each other, we get to network, and we get to keep the money within the community.
This is what we want to shed light on, that it is positivity, that the Preakness is up the street. We've rebuilt in downtown, we've rebuilt in Baltimore, we've reunited us of all positivity.
We are so excited to have this festival going on for 5 years, and I can't wait to come to year 10, year 15, year 20, and 30, and so forth.
It's not just a festival, it's not just a festival. It is really about bringing out local residents and families and students together to have a great time, but also celebrate that pride to be a great year in the part-time community.
That was my first time seeing it too, y'all. We look good. So our CEO definitely had a vision with that and was started with, I don't know, maybe if we were lucky, 100 people on a parcel, a green space, and the 4,900 blocks of Park Heights has grown to something that's bringing in national acts and really drawing people out. So 5 years to go from where we were to where we went in 2026 is absolutely amazing. 2026, our own At the Bag owner, Tavon, for those of you who know him, got to throw Big Daddy Kane a 21215 t-shirt for him to hold up, which is now a picture that you can find with a quick Google search, because Getty Images was involved with this festival as well, which is national. So yeah, we're blowing up here in Park Heights in a positive way. Can't wait for next year. Hopefully everyone will come out. So we have these great events, but we also have our community. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Like the whole block is officially renovated and green space.
So the festival will be on Park Heights somewhere. To be announced. There's a lot of conversation about the exact location, but our goal, do we want to put the goal out there? The goal is that we're going to the Preakness. We're going to Pimlico. We're slowly walking up on them, letting them know this is where the festival should be. So that is the goal for our future, so we can continue to expand. But the festival, as many of you know, usually was held on Black Eyes, the weekend right after Black Eye Season. So we would do it on that Saturday, right before the Preakness, the week before the Preakness. This year we did it on the day of the Preakness to just keep Preakness in Park Heights. We didn't want to lose sight of the Preakness spirit for those who couldn't make it to Laurel. Next year we're coming back. And the racetrack, of course, will be reopened. So it's gonna look nice, y'all. Any other question about that? Oh, you want to keep the festival free? Find us some money. Give us some money. We do have donations that are being accepted. I'm sure the donation QR code, we can give it to you if you're here tonight and want to contribute. Little things add up and equal much. But the way we're going to keep the festival free is by having contributions, bringing in more sponsors. If you know someone that has an excess of money and would like to help us, connect them with us. We're a village. And so that's how we can keep the festival free. Okay, don't think we won't take your $20, Doc. $20. Okay, we may need you to fill out a form. I don't want to touch that money and lose my job. But we have a link. We do have a link, and we'll make sure that everyone can see that information. So next, I want to call our good friends at We Are Us. Dr. Leaf, if you could come up. Actually, Baltimore Brothers, you can come on up too. Everybody come up together. I don't want to call people by name, so they should probably come up together. Okay. So Dr. Leaf is We Are Us and Baltimore Brothers are both tenants in this building. Although most of the work that they do is in our community. So I'm going to have Dr. Leaf to tell you a little bit about We Are Us. Many of you see them, but they are more than the group of people who say we all we got.
We all we need.
All right, so Dr. Leaf.
Great, thank you very much. So We Are Us started with the death of Freddie Gray. Although some of us were involved prior to his death, and I actually have pictures of people holding signs saying, "Get well, Freddie," and other things. And it was the neighborhood that was really supporting him and his family. And then we got involved in a number of ways. One, there was a sort of a donation thing to pay for the funeral, and it was actually a ripoff. And so the family went to get the funds when they had to show up to the funeral home with the money, and they said there's nothing there. So we actually wound up also paying for the funeral. But what happened was a lot of us just went to the corners, and there were pastors and imams and rabbis and other folks. Some of them knew each other, had been working with each other. Some of them didn't know each other, but they were there working together. And some of you that are around then, again, there was a community response, but there also were people coming from outside Baltimore, who were just trying to get the place to blow up, because that's what they try to do, get the place to blow up. And we got there and would stand there and decided they needed to do something to stop the shootings, and came together. And like this organization, Park Heights Renaissance, and this building, it's when community people come together, they can be very successful, because a lot of things need to get done. And just some of the stuff that we're doing, and we're also now a contractor with Park Heights Renaissance as part of the Enough initiative for the safe and healthy neighborhood part. And one of the things we have, our contact information, or our website's up there, but we have something called the Stop the Beef Hotline, which is citywide, 24/7. Some of you guys actually respond to it, where you make a call. And the idea is calling us, but you see in the paper all the time, people get shot and people will respond. And we've done that in Pennsylvania Avenue. A young 11-year-old person got shot out just on an evening in a rec center, outside the rec center. 7 bullets. And we are still supporting him and the family and stuff. But we want to get called before. And the issue is family members, other things. A lot of these things, some of the things, and it used to be much more. They gave you the data on the shootings and stuff. Well, a lot of the shootings used to be the drug dealers, somebody breaking in, trying to take over somebody's corner or something, and there'd be a beef. And often they'd just be running down the street shooting people. So people way besides the drug people got killed. But those are way down now. But what's happening now is that there's just a lot of interpersonal things that come up. Are things that, somebody got shot in my family, so we're going to get our folks together and try to get that person. And so a lot of our Stop the Beef is really trying to get this. And people in this room, people on the Zoom often know when there's something going on. Sometimes it happens in bars. Somebody's going to walk out and get their gun or something because there's an interpersonal beef, or somebody's talked bad about somebody's girlfriend or something, and they're waiting some way of getting them. So that's one of the big things that we do. But we also have outside the large church, regular, I think it's bi-weekly food distributions, and our food's actually stored here, and we work Ken works out of this building, because it's really important, most important for the people that need the food, but also we go to the corners all the time. We go with guns, we go without guns, we go with jobs, we go with people and getting them, and essentially, if they know that we've actually been funding food, giving food to their mother, their grandmother and stuff, the first time, there's people in the room here, people in the Zooms, people said they're going to help you. And the young people are really sensitive about this, because everybody's saying, doing this program, we're going to help you. And, they never follow up on anything. You go through the program and then it's over. Oh, we get paid to do the program. We don't get paid to really make sure you're doing it. And you'll hear from Baltimore Brothers, because it's a big thing Baltimore Brothers does in terms of supporting people all over the place. So we also have programs in schools, Park Heights Renaissance, working with some of the schools. In August, did the school-based program. And in November, we in Park Heights Renaissance got the award, and the school got the award for having the biggest decline in lack of attendance. So when you have people from the community, as people on the Zoom know and in the room know, really interfacing with the young person themselves, but also the parents and the other folks, because sometimes the parents, didn't do so good in school themselves, or the school wasn't so good, nice to the parent and stuff. And sometimes they can't even read, and the kid doesn't know that they'd be embarrassed, so they can't help with the homework. But again, when you have the community people and family people talking to them about needs, or connecting them with after school programs, like many of you are doing other things, those are the things that are, again, important. So we have those things. We also have now a contract with the Department of Juvenile Services for the 25 youth most likely to get shot or shoot somebody. Again, to wrap around community people with them, to be providing supports to them, to help them, not just while they're in juvenile services, but then to continue the supports for them so they have a trajectory there. And we also are now working with people who are incarcerated who are coming back to Park Heights area to work with, so they don't suddenly come back home and nobody, often they got an appointment for three days or 3 weeks later, but they immediately go back to the people that they were hanging out with when they got arrested and sell them the drugs and stuff. Well, no, we want to make sure they get positive things to do that. So we're doing all these things in conjunction with some of the people in the room, some of the people in the videos, and again, with many of the Baltimore Brothers folks. So let me just turn it over to what are you guys doing?
Thank you, Dr. Lee. Again, We Are Us is just doing so much. Of course, they show up whenever an incident happens in our community and many other communities, and they rally, they walk the streets and try to just encourage people to speak up, come together, and, knowing that you can come to the Brothers of We Are Us without any police involvement. Of course, we have folks that will reach out to the police department, but we all know we have some that will not, just because of a variety of reasons. So We Are Us is here, they're housed here, but they work everywhere. So another gym that's in Park Heights. But many of the folks involved with We Are Us are also involved with Baltimore Brothers. And I have Anthony Muhammad, Brother Muhammad, who is one of the youth mentors with Baltimore Brothers. Because again, this is all about how we build our community, how we keep our kids safe, our families safe, and how we continue to work with one another to have a healthy community.
Thank you. Thank you. Good evening, everybody. I'm here on behalf of our founder and executive director, Mr. Andrew Muhammad. My name is Anthony Muhammad. I'm the manager of youth development for Baltimore Brothers, specifically at Booker T. Washington Middle School. But this historical institution here is our home, our headquarters. So we spend a lot of time here in this community doing what it is that we do. Baltimore Brothers is specifically all things youth, right? All things youth, that's what we do. Youth engagement, youth development, teaching and training young men through an after-school program in several schools, several recreation centers, and just trying to keep our young people out of all of the traps, all of the bad decisions that we made in our youth to help them prevent making those same mistakes. So we do everything from financial literacy, computer literacy, STEM programming, the whole gamut of physical education activities, all type of sports activities. We do a volume of trips all over the country, everywhere, just exposing them to the benefits of traveling. And so our goal, our focus is to ensure that all of the conversation that is going on about what to do with young people in Baltimore City, that your answer is right here. You don't have to look any further. We're very good at engaging young men. All right. Anybody that knows us know that we're good at what we do. And our message to all of our community leaders, all of our community partners, particularly all of our educators who run educational institutions, that this program should be in your school. Every institution that we are involved in, see the success rate, right? Young men particularly have to be engaged by other men, right? Who understand them, understand what it is that they're going through. So that is our job. At Booker T. Washington Middle School, we just graduated 40 young men 2 weeks ago. So even though we graduate them, they go through the program 42 weeks straight. They're with us 42 weeks straight. We graduate them at the end of the school year, and somehow they never go home. Like, they're still around. Like, he just ate all of your food, Kyrie, right? He's been with us since yay high, and he's still with us today. One of our proud examples and leaders who come through the program, who's now in high school, coming back, helping us mentor other young people in the program, just showing how it works, right? When we engage young Black men, particularly all throughout the city, when they have that example, that they can be successful, right? Then he's the product of what that actually produces. And he has 11 siblings. So we didn't just take him on. It's important that people working with young people understand that we adopted him in his family, all of his siblings, because after leaving us, he has to go home. And he spends more time home than he does with us. So we saw that there's a need for us to extend our services beyond just him. So we do a lot of wraparound with the family. In fact, we do a lot of things outside of what the program actually is supposed to do. I hope our executive director is listening, right? Because we do a lot of work beyond what we're actually called to do, but we love doing the work. And our motto is bring us your sons, right? The program is from ages 11 to 17, but we have babies in there as young as 10 and 9, whose parents just said, I don't know what to do with them. And we do know what to do with them. So, I mean, as long as we're here, we'll provide the service, right? But we have to invest in our young people, right? We could do a lot more with a lot more investment in not in us, in young people, right? Because this is what the product of an investment in a young person is, all right? So we're here. You can go through all of our social media pages. It tracks all of our activities, everything that we do pretty much every day of the week, 7 days a week. We're active, we're engaged all throughout the city somewhere. So I'll leave it at that.
Thank you, Brother Muhammad. Did the young man want to introduce himself?
My name Kyrie, and I'm 16 years old. That's about it.
And you eat a lot.
And I eat a lot.
Thank you. We all we got. It's so many resources in this building. The next one is another service provider housed right here in this great building, and that is Tranquil Essence. Now, Tranquil Essence founders are Ramel Dash and Eileen Delgado. And we're going to have Christina Williams from Park Heights Renaissance to come on up and introduce them and talk about what they do.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. And everybody on the screen or in Zoom land. Just really quickly wanted to also shout out another business. So if you were here, you've already eaten. Palau provided us with our food this evening. If you're riding by and you notice that they haven't been open, just wait. You'll see a huge transformation coming very soon. We've been working with them on a lot of things, and so we're very excited to reintroduce them to the community by the end of the summer. So just want to make sure everybody knows, like, they're still here. They're still in the community. They've been around for over 50 years, and they're not going anywhere. So just wanted to shout them out too. So
the food is good.
Thank you.
Yes,
I
really
taught
good.
them everything they know. Don't tell them I said that. But did want to just introduce a newer business to the community, a very active business. We're really excited to have Prom and Helena here with us. And just wanted to ask you guys to introduce yourself, talk a little bit about your organization, how people can connect with you, what it is, how do you even get to this place, and how do you make it here to Baltimore, because you're not from here, but we're very excited that you are. So if you could just share a little bit about that.
Yes, so my name is Eileen Delgado, and my background is in social work. And so due to that, I felt very passionate about mental health, being in the public space, serving others in need, and just exposing individuals to other modalities when it pertains to your mental health, right? So this is my partner, Ramel. We are the co-founders of Tranquil Essence, and Tranquil Essence, it provides holistic approaches to mental health and wellness. So when we talk about holistic approaches, we're talking about sound healing, we're talking about yoga, movement, or some say nervous reset, nervous system reset. We do mindfulness-based practices. We do the nutrition workshop. We do herbal remedies, things in that nature. That's not billable services, right? So these are things that you have to pay out of pocket. And we wanted to form Tranquil Essence as a nonprofit to provide these services for free to the community. Because we do believe that people should have options other than medication to tap into feel better and tapping in from within, really, and introducing them to these kind of approaches. I don't know if I missed anything. Here.
Honey, you did great. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
But yeah, no, to Eileen's point, we really found this with our own lived experiences. Personally for myself, I know when I was going through some family matters and going through life, one thing that resonated with me was more so the holistic side and really tapping in my body, spirit. As a man, I know, my first time being vulnerable was actually when I met this beautiful human being, first time even crying, right? And it's the traumas and other things that we have built up, that we just carry on our shoulders, right, on a day to day. And I've been in public health for over 15 years, and I have my own licensed behavioral health facility in Virginia for a little bit, and group homes and things of that nature. But that was just a cookie cutter way of healing, which was a traditional way of therapy, right? Talking to somebody or outpatient-based therapy. And all of those things are great, but one thing that we wanted to really do was integrate and complement what someone is going through within that healing journey, what that can look like. So that's why Tranquil Essence was birthed. Originally, we both you probably had asked, we were from New York. God actually called us here. We just had a dream, honestly, and God just told us Baltimore, and we just follow our faith and just went with that. So we've been Baltimoreans, I would say, for June 24th will be like our 1-year anniversary here. So we want to buy a home here, put invested here, and really wanted to see what's happening to the community. We love what the community is doing when it comes to just to be our us movement and Baltimore, the brothers and everybody else really activated in the community that everybody's here for one purpose, and that's really the uplift community. So we really want to be a part of that change. Not to get political here either, but the mayor's doing phenomenal work here. Crime is down, all of that is down. So we really want to be a part of this change, and that was another reason why we chose Baltimore.
Really quickly, can you just let everyone know how, because you mentioned a few things on the personal level, that nervous system reset thing really triggered me. But if there are other things that you can talk about, how businesses and community groups, because we have a lot of groups here in the room, how they could be connected with you.
All right, great. Here we go. So being able to nonprofit, we try to make these activations accessible for everybody. So for community members, it's totally free. But for, say, for example, if a community-based organization or a nonprofit would like to reach out, we have like a sliding fee donation-based type service or model where it's very affordable to access our services to provide. And it doesn't matter how many folks that you want to provide those services for, it's just one flat fee. If it's more of like a corporation or a small business, then that could be curated a little bit different. But we're really donation-based. We really want to make this affordable for every person with grant funded. Another aspect that, we have a partnership with Morgan State, because another aspect when it comes to holistic is a lot of these practices, when it's like sound or energy work or things of that nature, hasn't really been measured yet. So we actually partnered with Morgan State to capture the data and the research behind it on how these modalities work when it comes to treatment. So, but yeah, you can find us online. Our website is tranquilessence.org. You can email us info@tranquilessence. We're on Instagram, Tranquil Essence INC on Instagram. Just reach out to us, connect. We'll definitely work something out. Our biggest thing is really just trying to connect and impact as many lives throughout Baltimore and beyond as possible. One of our fundraising campaigns or our campaigns is to touch 111 activations before the ending of the year. So we've been we've been working towards that goal as well. And yeah.
It's Men's Health Month. And you guys have something else coming up this weekend. So just share that with everyone too.
That's right. So shout out all the dads, the mentors. I'm a dad included. So shout out everybody. Give yourselves a hand, please. If y'all are mentors, fathers, grandfathers, whatever. One thing that we're having just for men this particular week, this weekend, June 20th, is called Real Talk. And it's going to be at Canton Waterfront Park. So we're partnering with Omar Mentoring here. It's going to be other vendors, so it's a health and wellness day. So it's going to be free health screenings for dads, for males, for every just all community. If you are 18 and up, you get a $45 gift card from Secured Health. They're actually forbidden to do physicals on their mobile wellness unit. We have resources for around mental health, fishing, legal, you name it, this is out there. We're also doing a panel discussion talking about men's wellness. 1 in 10 men carry either depression or some type of anxiety. And our thing is just really much create a community, hearing from the dads or hearing from community members on what they want to see in terms of activations, so we can all come together and create these support groups and continue working through any traumas or anything that we are dealing with as men, and creating those safe spaces. So if you can, from 9 to 9:30 to 2, it's free. It's at Canton Waterfront Park. If you're a fisher, great, come on out. We got the free rods on the water. If you're not, we have instructors on the water as well, providing free fishing activations. But we're also doing yoga on the lawn. We're doing sound healing. So come out, bring the family, and we're looking to have a great time out there as well. Yeah.
Great. Well, thank you both for being here tonight, and really excited to have you in the community. Like, everybody clap them up for the work that they're doing here. And that was it. I appreciate you guys working out with me.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
And not to brag, but another tenant in this building, one more, one less, mentoring, which is another mentoring program, is a partner for this event and many of the other events. It's a testament to how folks just continue to work together. It's one of those things you don't know if you don't know sometimes, but there's a lot of connectivity in Park Heights, a lot of partners helping other partners to rebuild and to strengthen our community. Next, and we're moving right along here. We're on schedule. We may actually wrap up early. Next, I want to bring Ms. Angela Weems. Miss Angie, as everyone affectionately calls her, is the Hippie Baltimore coordinator. So she's going to tell you a little bit about Hippie, what the program does, and she has an announcement about an exciting event coming up for families in the community. Come on over here. You're good. You want to go right.
Hello, everyone. Good evening, everybody. I am going to ask everybody to stay quickly. Please. Thank you. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to do a little activity. I am going to model what we do in the homes when we go into the homes and deal with young people and their parents, and then I will talk about the program. All right, can I put my mic down? Can you still hear me if I put the mic down? Oh, thank you. All right. Who remembers this? Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. All right, y'all can say y'all. Now you can say you worked off that one more time. Okay. They want to get the video. Okay. All right, stand up one more time. I got you. Let's work that food up. Come on, Clean and Green. Stand up.
Everybody.
All right.
Interactive.
Here we go. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. All right.
And Remy.
So, again, my name is Angela Weems. I am the coordinator for Hippie Park Heights. Hippie stands for Home Instruction of Parents of Preschool Youngsters. What we do is we take a 30-week curriculum into the home. We teach the parents how to be their child's first teacher. In order to do that, I have home visitors that go into every home. Once we get into the home, we realize, or we're not coming into the home to be nosy. We're not coming into the home to, say anything. We're coming into the home so we know how to provide best for you. We have wraparound services that we do. So once we come into the home, we might understand a little more what wraparound services you all need. And the wraparound services is to break down the barrier so you can have time to spend with your child. Some of the wraparound services that we do, we offer BG&E assistance, we offer rent assistance, we offer food instability assistance because we know, unfortunately, SNAP has been cut for some people. So we offer those services. Within the curriculum that we bring, everything is absolutely positively free. So crayons, markers, balls, any activity, yarn, paint, anything that you need to complete the curriculum, we provide. So you don't have to worry about anything in terms of financially. We're not here to take anything from you. We're here to give you everything that you need so you can then give your child everything that the child needs. The program is for children ages 2 to 4. So we can see that gap when they get into pre-K from children who have not had this opportunity. So they come into pre-K knowing a little more and able to test a little more and do things a little more or better than some of their counterparts because they've been introduced to this free program. So you have some flyers that were handed out to you. One flyer is for the curriculum. If you know someone who has a child that is age 2 to 4 in the 21215 zip code in our footprint, please pass that information along. But here's the fun. What we also have coming is a recruitment fair. And our recruitment fair is July the 15th from 4 to 7 at, I call it 17 acres, but it's 4801 Park Heights Avenue. So it's in the same area that Spider Anderson was. It is going to be food. It is going to be moon bounces. I mean, all the things you can think of, snowballs, everything you can think of, totally free, because we want to introduce this program to the community and also have a good time, because that's what we do. We have fun and learn at the same time. There is an Eventbrite link, QR code on this form. My information is on this form as well. So if you have any other questions, please reach out, fill out the form, pass out this information. It is for families with ages, children 2 to 4. But if you just want to come and see what we do because we're in the community, come see what we do so you can spread the word. Are there any questions? Come on, y'all. I made y'all put your head, shoulders, knees. So y'all gonna go inside. No, y'all side. All right, you have the information. Thank you so much for your time. Oh.
When does enrollment start?
So enrollment actually starts. I actually can start enrolling now. The program starts in October. So we're gonna. We just wrapped up yesterday. It's from October until June. We wrapped up yesterday in front of Arlington Elementary School. We had a big bash in front of Arlington Elementary School. That's where my office is. I can start enrolling at any time. So if you click that QR code on the smaller one that explains the program, we can start enrolling. The program starts October the 1st, but I will be doing several engagement activities throughout the summer. The summer bash is one. We'll do another in August, and we'll do another in September. So if you know people who want to enroll, have them reach out and we will start engaging with them. Actually, for this activity, August and September. How
many students in the program?
Right now, I have 33 families. Oh, I got to say something about families too. 33 families. We have about maybe 37 to 38 children in the program right now. But again, like our organization over here, we support the whole family. So when I do my coat drive, when I do Christmas, when I do Thanksgiving, when I do things of that nature, the whole family benefits from it. Also, lastly, we are looking for vendors for this activity. It is free to vend. There is no vendor fee. If you want to come out and bring your information, if you want to come out and support and bring your information, we are all too excited to accept you and then
Get your information out. It's a community. We're gonna share all the resources that we can. Yes, ma'am. So the family is able to set their own schedule with their home visitor. So let's say you wanted Monday at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, then you would set that with your home visitor. And every Monday at 1 o'clock, unless something happened, that's when your appointment would be, or your home visit would be. Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any services for families that need enrollment?
Say that again, I'm
Do you
sorry.
have any services for families who need enrollment?
Elaborate on that.
Same thing, like they have multiple year old enrollment.
Yes. So I forgot one of the major ones that we did. We had barrier removal funds this year. Barrier removal funds were given to the families with a debit card. We had debit cards where there were funds put on the card so the family could use the funds to do whatever they needed inside of the home. Now, there were stipulations with that. You had to make your home visits. You had to come to parent night. You had to do things in order to receive the funds, but the funds were there and available. And I'm not going to say funds, but yes, we had funds available. If you miss any of the recruitment, we can recruit all the way up until December. So we start now and we go all the way to December in recruiting. Anybody else? Thank y'all so much.
I hope we can make that go viral. Sonny, head, shoulders, knees, and toes. The remix. It could be a thing. Thank you so much, Angie. Oh man, that was fun. So this isn't as exciting, but it is, right? We have one of our city agency reps. So before we get into, you can leave that out. But before we get into that, Doc, did you have something you wanted to share? Or are you good? Very quickly. Very quickly.
I saw that look.
So I'm gonna have Larry Nunley from the Department of Public Works just share some updates with you from the department, and then we're gonna go through some of our upcoming events, and we're gonna get you guys out of here. So just hang tight.
So good morning, everyone.
You said that last meeting.
Yeah, but this is the first time I saw everybody.
You said that last meeting.
All right.
He's gonna get some new material.
I'm gonna bring her with me next time, my sidekick. I'm Larry Nunley. I'm your liaison for the District of 6 and 5, which means that whatever issues or concerns that you may have, I want you to call 311, get a confirmation number. Once you get that confirmation number, I want you to send that number to me, even though they've told you it's going to be done in a certain amount of time. I want the opportunity to see if I put some skid marks on that request so we can speed things up, or at least get it to the right section if it's not DPW. Okay, my name is Larry, Larry .Nunley, Nunley. I'm giving you my email address at baltimorecity.gov. My phone number is 443-615-2626, 443-615-2626. I'll make it short. I've been mandated, okay? The quickie thing is that on what we're having problems with your recycling is people are putting trash in recycle cans. So we came up with this actual hanger that goes onto your trash can if you have put trash in your trash can, because we cannot accept that. When I say we cannot accept it, meaning once it goes in the truck and the truck takes it to the site in which we get paid for, they will turn down the whole load. So we don't want to do that. So we've got these hangers. It will, you find one on your trash can, they will have checked off something that's in your can, not trash, but recycle can, and you will have to remove it, and then we will come back the next week and take your can. If it isn't removed, then we'll take it to a different level. But at this point, we're really trying to make sure that you help us so we can help you. The other is get one of these or get one of those. That is, use your trash can or get a citation. I mentioned last night that there was a senior who wanted to help the guys because they've been so nice to her on picking up her trash, that she took the bag out of the trash can and set it on the street for them because she just thought it was too much. Well, she got a $150 ticket. She got a $50 ticket for a trash bag. She got a $50 ticket for the trash bag not being in the can. She got a $50 ticket for the trash can not having the lid. It's going all the way back to old school, because what we want you to do is we provided a trash can for free, put it in the can. If your can is busted, broken, rats ate through it, call 311, get your confirmation number. What are you supposed to do after you get your confirmation number? All right. Because what's going to happen, they're going to send you some paperwork, just one page, for you to fill out to say, my trash can was stolen, my trash can has holes in it, and we will deliver you another can. Remember this, you only get one bite at one trash can and one recycle can. So if it's 2 or 3 down the road, it's not going to happen. If you see your neighbors have cans in their yard and you know it doesn't belong to them, like 5, 10, and we see them, don't say anything to them. Just make a call. We will not be saying Mrs. So-and-so told us about your cans. We will go out and remove those cans from those people because they belong to someone else. Okay? The other part is this. Some people may have home serve. It's a type of insurance for your water pipes. From this young lady right here, if that was her house and I was the street, there's a pipe that runs from her house to the street. It is your water pipe. If this pipe breaks, bursts, your roots run through it, okay? She will have to pay if it's in her yard, from her house to the sidewalk. From the sidewalk and beyond, that's the city. It runs, the plumbers charge between $5,000 and $8,000 for to dig up that pipe and replace it. This here, which is only pennies a week, will give you the requirement that you need for insurance. And all you do is call them, and I have copies of it, so you each can have one if you don't have it, if you're interested in it. And you can make that call, set up the actual contract with this company. They, when you make a call about your incident, they will call a licensed plumber. Because everybody's running around and tell you they'll fix it. But won't nobody come back and fix it when it starts leaking again. Okay? We want to keep our people and feet to the fire, and we want to help you. So again, my name is Larry Nunley. I am your liaison forever and ever, and I want to help you. Thank you. Oh, yeah, no, I want to keep it. No, one thing. This is the first time I've come in here. I've heard them talk before, PHR, about the things they do. Today I got really full. They messed me up. That's why I gave up the $20. I think that what they're doing here should be duplicated throughout the city because we definitely need it. And I want to thank you.
Oh my God. Thank you. I think he was paying for time at our next meeting, but I'm going to take it. As we go towards the end of our meeting, we want to remind everyone that early voting, we have one more day. Early voting ends on tomorrow. For those of you who want to do early voting, may not be registered to vote, you can now register to vote at an early voting location. Two of the closest ones to Park Heights are the Public Safety Center up on Northern Parkway, as well as, I have the second location. I had it. I'll give it to you in a moment. But we do have, that is one of the closest locations. We have a full list of the locations up at the front desk. So please get out and vote. Make sure you exercise that right. It's not, you have it for free, but it wasn't free to have. Okay. The primary election is going to be on June 23rd. If you do not vote by tomorrow, you can register on June 23rd at your assigned polling location. But if you do that, you will need to have already registered to vote. Up until tomorrow, you can register and vote on site. Any questions about voting? Fantastic. Okay, so as we move on, we're going to go into some of our upcoming community events. And we have the fabulous Jade, who always moderates this portion of our meeting so well. Here you go, Jade. Are you going to do a dance?
Not today. Not today. We'll say.
Angie, staged us all.
She got one last with Tranquil. On June 20th, starting at 9:30 at the Canton Waterfront Park. They also have workforce development programs. So that's for second chance citizens. If you need a second chance, we all need a second chance, amen. And for youth ages 10 through 24. Okay, Sankofa Children's Museum. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm supposed to be facing y'all. Sankofa's Children's Museum is having a Taste of Africa fundraiser on Saturday, July 18th, starting at 6 p.m. And these are some of the prices, so screenshot that and keep an eye out for our social media because we'll be posting this soon as well. All right, y'all know Juneteenth is this Friday, and right here, it's going to be a free Jubilee, so pull up. Vendors are still needed. Reach out to the email right here, blackmoneymatters.legacy@gmail.com if you're interested. And it's from 2 to 6 p.m. this Friday. All right, Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity and the American Red Cross are joining together for a blood drive. 1 donation equals 3 lives saved. So you can scan the QR code if you're interested in signing up, and it will be at the Zeta Center for Healthy and Active Aging, which is 4501 Ricestown Road in the multi-purpose room on June 20th from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Okay, Park Heights Community Health Alliance, we got a few events from them. If you're interested in becoming a mindfulness facilitator, you can go to 4151 Park Heights Avenue. You can email info@parkheightshealth.com to receive your private registration link, and it's on Sunday, June 21st from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. All right, the James D. Gross Recreation Center ribbon cutting and grand reopening is Monday, June 22nd at 9:30 a.m. Yes. Y'all see the economic development. Okay, so we have a local hiring event at Belvedere Place. Is on Thursday, June 25th from 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. So make sure y'all pull up early because I know it's going to be packed. Y'all want to be seen, make sure y'all there. Manna Bible Baptist Church, 3043 West Belvedere Avenue. And that's all the trades down there: carpentry, masonry, framing, electrical, plumbing, etc. Scan that QR code if y'all interested. Hey, all of these are going to be on our social media within the next coming days, so just keep an eye out. Dayspring had a whole round of success events. The last event is June 26th. It's the Family Fun and Learning Night. And you can register by scanning that QR code at the bottom. It's Friday, 5:30 to 8 p.m. 5351 Park Heights Avenue. Okay, Park Heights Health Alliance again. They're having their 4th annual mindfulness conference on Saturday, June 27th, and it will have a range of things, starting from yoga to sacred femininity, and it starts at 10 a.m. Oh, if you're interested in being a vendor for that, email info@parkheightshealth.com. All right, so we have an ongoing summer program that's June 29th through July 30th, so that's coming up, and that's Monday through Thursday, 8:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. So Summer Arts for Learning Academy. Register by scanning that QR code or go to that link right there and it will give you more information. All right, y'all know y'all see Valerie here. It's Catherine Family and Youth Services free food and diaper distribution is Monday, June 29th at 12 p.m. So make sure y'all pull up early. Oh, it's 2835 Virginia Avenue. My bad, Joe. Sorry. And we have the Bridge Project. That's in partnership with us. Yay! Eligible mothers can receive up to $20,000 over the 3-year span. And this is also live in Park Heights, Charter Oak, or Hagerstown. So make sure y'all scan the QR code, screenshot this, and send it to anybody you know does a mother needs some help. All right, the Delta Center has free produce and fruit distribution for the community. Their most recent one was June 11th. That's passed, so just keep an eye out for July 9th. That's 2501 Spring Hill Avenue while supplies last. Oh, it's at 10 a.m. also, y'all. The Agrihood Food Hub, that's every Thursday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. at 3811 Park Heights Avenue. That's every Thursday. Some free nice food. As previously mentioned, in the Langston Hughes Community Center, they have food pantry on Fridays as well. Every other Friday, I believe, and this is the last one. Yes, June 26th. Starts at 9 a.m. And we have 5011 Arbutus Avenue, if y'all know. This is just a collection schedule for household hazardous waste. So the next one coming up is July 10th and 11th, if you missed the June 5th and 6th one. So just keep an eye out. This is ongoing, so this is throughout the rest of the year. And these are some of the listed items that you can get rid of safely. They'll safely be started. Y'all know Stop the Beef hotline. Y'all can call or text 443-431-3705 or 443-522. Sorry. 7848. No, you fine. And they in the building with us today, y'all. So we protected. Y'all know I got 5 on it. Y'all was asking how to donate. All y'all gotta do is watch the video and go to the link in our bio. Yes. $5 off. The minimum, not the max. Thanks. Y'all seen it a million times.
Okay, we're back with the I Got 5 on the challenge. With $5, you're not just donating, you're investing in our community. That $5 makes you a part of the Park Heights family. So I'm challenging you to give 5, screenshot, watch the impact grow. Small dollars make a big difference. Click the link in our bio to donate. I got 5 on it. Do you?
Y'all know Doc had 20 on it, so I understand. So you can stay in touch with us on our Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and our YouTube by scanning these QR codes at PHR Renaissance for Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and Park Heights Renaissance on LinkedIn. And subscribe to bit.ly/subscribe to PHR for updates straight to your phone. And this presentation will be on YouTube. And this presentation will be on YouTube. Yes. If you want to sign up right now, you can text JOIN to 844-858-0048. And you'll never miss a meeting or an event. You can follow us on event Eventbrite also to stay tuned with our events at phrevents.eventbrite.com. Hit that follow button. You need to follow everywhere, guys. Also, there will be no July community meeting. We will be at the Hippie Summer Recruitment Bash instead.
Can we go back to the QR code screen and just leave that one up as we close out? Any other things? Okay, so, like Jay said, and thank you, Jay, wonderful job, I'm sorry, thank you. She didn't do a dance, but she gave us all the energy in the I Got Five video. I do want to make sure that you have these QR codes. We'll leave them up for a minute. Anyone that needs to scan on their way out, please do. We want you to keep up with everything that's going on. Sign up to make sure you're getting the latest information about what we're doing at Park Heights Renaissance, as well as the information that we share about all of our community partners. We put all of your information from Tranquil Essence events to We Are Us, the Baltimore Brothers, to Catherine's Family, Children and Youth Services, to the Langston Hughes Resource Center. We're constantly putting the information out for everyone in the community. We have a growing distribution list, and we want to keep people connected to what's going on. So please, please, please follow us and stay abreast of what's going on and how you can partner in some of these events. If by chance anyone is missing any of these links or don't know how to scan a QR code or go online or just need to be able to call us and say, hey, when was this event? You can always call our office. We can make sure we get that to you or share it with you over the phone. The phone number to our office is 410-664-4890. Again, that's 410-664-4890. Most of you know Miss Mary. If you don't call that number during the day, you're going to find out who Miss Mary is. She has all of these access to all of these flyers for the events as well. So if someone needs to get more information, don't worry, call Miss Mary. All right. Oh, you're there. With that, are there any other questions from the group? Everybody got some halal food? Everyone's happy? Good to hear. Again, no meeting in July, no actual community meeting. Instead, we come together as a community at the Hippie event on July the 15th. What's the time again, Angie? 4:30 to 7:30. All right. Thank you all for coming. Thank you. Safe travels. Until next time. Take care. It's okay. You have to be on time. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
These are from us. Okay, I can put them in. No, like a specific, like person.
Oh, okay. Y'all saw my, no, I didn't say nothing else. Y'all saw my face when you was talking about them garbage cans.
Oh, no, I didn't. But,
I got 2 recycling bins and 2 recycling cans.